Emperor of Britannia is now king of the Federation, and he thinks that racism is good, actually. So here we are in Pendragon, in the capital. And here's Charles talking to Relina Peacecraft, and there she is, saying hello. And he's sitting on his throne, and he tells Relina to her face that she's incapable of shouldering the burdens that the current world presents. And she freely admits that she's not up to the task, but adds that the world's future is to be decided by more than just one person. She expects the hopes and dreams of the masses to prevail, but Charles is like, no, I don't have the time to wait for the masses to get their shit together. And he declares that he alone can change the entire world. And Relina asks if he now styles himself as a dictator. And he just looks at her, and she's like, so, by the way, what have you done with the Lucian nunnery? And he's like, alright, that's enough of this. Take her away. But Lady Yoon shows up conveniently. Like, we thought that she was fucking goddamn dead or whatever. But she shows up and she just says, maybe you should go have a little lie down, Relina. It's like, Lady Yoon. And then it's like, oh, it's Tracy's assistant. But, Relina, on her way out, snaps that the Britannian Emperor would do well to remember that this world wants peace and not war. How you doing? So she gets yoinked out. And then Charles muses that Relina is an entertaining girl, and all the more for not cowering in his presence, but her ideals won't wash this world of lies. Oh, jeez. And his next irritant is Ribbons. And he said, Ribbons is like, Your Highness, yeah, good boy, hello, how are you doing? And then Charles just says, it's you. And then he mentions here that the black knowledge is like, the fact that you're here trying to be my friend obviously is proof that you don't have the black knowledge yet. And Ribbons just says, yes, there have been a few difficulties on that. And Charles is like, as if running the world could be called difficult. What a joke. But Ribbons just says that ruling an assemblage of idiots is beyond him. And he's like, oh, so you foisted the Federation off upon me? And he says that putting him in charge will make the world more chaotic, not less. But Ribbons is like, no, I'll gladly play guide to those who fell through the cracks in your worldview. And Charles mostly just thinks that Ribbons is an idiot who doesn't know how the world should be led. And Ribbons, oddly enough, is of the same opinion but about every single human. So there you go. But once Charles fails, he's going to swoop in and fix things with Grace Connor's system. And he's like, anyway, ciao, Your Highness, I'm out. I'm going to go see this crazy world from the Sea of Stars. And maybe beat up Zexis at the same time, internally. And then once Ribbons leaves, Charles just goes, Ribbons, you will not have your way. And he says that he knows all about Aeolia's plans, and he thinks himself quite capable of carrying them out in his own way. And so here's Lucius like, dang it, that stupid idiot, I hate him. How am I going to rescue Nunnally? I mean, Rollo and Jeremiah, they're out. Cornelia's sort of out too. They don't have a good guard. Charles is immortal and immune to being guessing, and he's not going to respond favourably to any hostage demands about Cornelia. Oh, what am I going to do? C2 doesn't even know how Charles managed to escape C-Space in the sort of Akasha's stupid thing, but she says that his power seems to have exceeded her imagination. And faced with no other option, Lucius says he's going to use his last resort. He does, it's fine. And he phones Suzaku. And then Suzaku's like, Lelouch, are you Zero? Are you Zero, dude? And Lucius goes, yes, I am Zero. You're calling me up? He's like, yes, but Charles is holding Nunnally hostage to use against me, and I don't expect you to actually honour any of my requests, even one to help Nunnally, but I'm asking anyway because I've got no one else to turn to. But he's like, it's Nunnally, dang it, it's Nunnally. But Suzaku eventually goes, yeah, alright, I'll protect Nunnally. If Zero comes alone to Area 11 to the Kurugi Shrine. And Lucia's like, yeah, alright, sure. I'll come down to the Kurugi Shrine. Excellent. Meanwhile, word spreads among the pilots that A-Laws and the Knights of the Round all getting together in Area 11, spurred on by all the worldwide fighting, started by Charles going, I'm in charge now, racism is good, get fucked to everybody that's not me. A-Laws want to crush any remaining dissenters, is the opposite of what Relina's absolute pacifism was after, but it seems the innovators have withdrawn from active government, and the unhesitating show of massive force has all the earmarks of the Britannian Emperor. But the real problem is that the huddled masses do still need a leader, and chaos has, like, ironically brought those afflicted closer to him. But Relina may have been a constitutional monarch, but Charles will become an absolute monarch at the rate things are going. And then there's that hero boy. Hero says that it's obvious what we need to do, and it's not playing hide and seek with missing Relina. And Esther has a little bit of hesitating, and so they have to fill her in a bit that they're gonna. And Hero's like, we're gonna murder anybody who brings warfare to the people. She's like, all right, yeah, I can do that. I can do that. Like, when you just said we're not gonna play hide and seek with Relina, I was like, wait, what were we? But Charles is probably going to make an example out of Area 11, like, because they spawned the Black Knights and, like, did all that not so peaceful stuff and tried to fight back. But despite all the peaceful process the resistance movements there have made, working with Nunnally, there's still an example to be made of. And so we got to go there. And apparently Zero is head there ahead of the team to get things ready for a battle, and he's done it alone, and he apparently left even C2 behind. Crow is sure that Zero, being the hyper-cautious man he is, will be just fine. And Callan internally knows that Lucia must be having fits over Charles showing back up again, but the question is, what's he gonna do about it? Meanwhile, in Area 11, at the Kurugi Shrine, he hasn't seen it in 8 years since he and Nunnally were taken in by the Prime Minister. And this is where Lelouch met Suzaku. And he's like, damn, Suzaku's probably the world's most stubborn dude. And his first real friend because of it. And it's that friendship that he hopes is going to carry the day, assuming Suzaku can accept him. He can only just hope and that he doesn't have to use his insurance. So Suzaku shows up and he's like, how you doing? Alright? You did it. You did what I asked. Nice work. Let's find the thing. Yeah, he's like, you came here alone, as I promised. Got a lot of nerve. According to this particular situation, there were 31 routes I could take, especially with Britannia being so loose with the routes relating to the royal family. It's not what I meant. Got some nerve showing yourself in front of me. He's like, but I promised, and I was like, yeah, because you promised. I have no reason to believe any of your promises at once. But he's like, and he yells that he's annoyed that he's had to lie to Nunnally, just like he did, just like Lucia did, and that's the worst. And then he yells some more about how some friend Lucia is betraying him all along, and everybody on the student council lying to everybody, and Yuffie, and he's full of shit. And then he's like, did you use your Gaius on Yuffie? And Lucius goes, yes. He's like, you made her massacre the Japanese? I ordered her to do it. Why? Why would you do that? And then, of course, Lucius started going, it was an accident, my power is out of control and I can't stop it, alright? He then just goes, to motivate the Japanese people, if the specially administrated zone of Japan had been established, the Black Knights would have collapsed. And Suzuki's just like, you're not even human. Was Yuffie nothing more than a pawn of your ambition? And he's like, yep, that's right. All the sin is mine alone to shoulder. Nunnally had nothing to do with it. And Suzuki just calls him a coward. And asks him how I could use Nunnally like that. And so, Luce gets down on the floor. And does the oars. When you write oars, it looks like a little man kneeling down. But yeah, he does the little bow and he's like, I'm sorry. What the? And he says for the first time in his life he's bowing down to another person. Shame went on to mean nothing to him. And this is all he wants. Like, this Gaius be damned, just save Nunnally. And Suzuki's like, after everything you've done, you think this is enough? You believe that bowing and begging is going to get me to forgive you? And he's like, no, of course I don't. But I've got nothing else to offer. And you're the only person in the world who can save Nunnally. And Suzuki's like, so you're just going to ignore the past and forgive you? That everyone's going to forgive you? The people you've tricked, the people who've died thanks to you? He's like, what about Yuffie? What about Zexis? He's like, if you want to apologise, then bring Yuffie back to life right now. Let's see you save the world with all your hate. He says, right now, you're the Zero that does miracles, right? And he just goes, I haven't done any miracles. It's all calculation and stage production. The mask is just a symbol, just a device that lets me tell lies. He's like, what? I'm not going to buy that. If you're going to tell a lie, then keep it up to the very end. And he's like, but I can't go back to the past. It's not a choice. You know I can't undo what's already been done. And he's like, answer me, Lelouch. Why did you use your Gaius on me to make me live? Why? He's like, why? The Gaius used on me that drives me to live has perverted my convictions. Why would you put such a curse on me? And of course... Oh, that spindly alien in the background? That's Suzuki. There's Lelouch on the ground, and Suzuki's kicking him in the head. But of course, Lelouch can't say, I didn't know that you had a death wish, dude, because you're a noble samurai man who killed your dad, alright? Jeez. But he just says, I only wanted to survive. And he's like, then why did you save me when I was accused of Prince Clovis' murder? So I wanted to make the Japanese trust me. Why did you save the student councils from the hotel jack-in? Because it presented an ideal opportunity for the Black Knight's debut. And Suzuki just says, I know that look. The look of torment that comes from bottling up a lie. That's why I joined the Britannian army for redemption, so the tragedy wouldn't repeat itself. And he just straight up just goes, Luce, you're lying. There's only one way to redeem yourself for those lies, is to turn your false fits into the truth. But? He said, you told the world a lie when you proclaim you're a knight of justice. Then, become a true knight of justice. And says, and then keep the lie going to the very end. And he's like, but how can I do that? And he says, but you command an army that's outside the jurisdiction of the Federation. Just put an end to everything with Zexis. You can do it. He's like, no, I can't control what Zexis does. He's like, well, just do it, alright? For the sake of ending the fighting. Do that, and I'll save Nunnally. He's like, you will? You'll do it? He's like, but we'll work together one more time. For Nunnally. And Suzuki's like, oh, thank you. The two of us together, we can do anything. And then, Cannon, who we've seen hanging out with Schneisel, pops out. He's like, hold it, Zero. And then, you're Schneisel's assistant. Cannon Maldini. Zero, we've had our suspicions about your true identity for a while now. What? Lord Guilford takes Zero into custody now. Alright. And then Suzuki's like, what's happening? You've done your country a great service, Kurogi. With this, Zexis forces will be crushed at Tokyo. Suzuki, from the beginning you... Hold on! Plan to sell me out again. You betrayed me, Suzuki. You betrayed me! And it's like, I mean, come on, dude. Come on, dude. And this is chapter 49, Zero and Lelouch. So here's everybody hanging out. Here's Gino. He's like, so is this going to be a show or what? Knights around all together. And then Anya, what about Suzuki? He's on a personal mission for Schneisel. And then Luciano, the bad one. None of that matters. The only thing I care about is killing. And then he's like, well, so this is all a game to you then, Sir Bradley. And then Bismarck. That's enough rounds. Zexis are here. And then there we are. We did it. We showed up. I mean, I want those jokers. I want that joker. That joker, that joker, that joker. It's felt. Britannian forces have deployed the Knights of the Round, and then Shinka, that nightmare frame. This is Bismarck, Wulstone's Galahad, and then Todo, Bismarck, the Knight of One. And the Rounds are Naylords, as I thought. It seems the Britannian Emperor has organised for the Federation to provide some assistance. And now Ogi's like, this is it, the decisive battle with Britannia. Victory here will mean I can be with Chigusa again. Wait for me, Chigusa. It's like, dude! Shut up! She got her memory back and fucking shot you. And also, you're weird. But here's Tamaki's like, C2, where the heck's Zero? He ain't here yet. He's like, who knows? He did say prepare for an uphill battle, though. And Camel's like, are you for real? Jeez. There's Nunnally. And the Romaya. Viceroy Nunnally, even though Waldstein and the Rounds of this place secure, we should evacuate. And where's Brother Schneisel? He's dealing with some business regarding Zero. Kurugi won't be joining us, so we should evacuate first. I understand. And Bismarck. To all Britannian forces, Zexis are at our doorstep, pledging to defy our claim to this land. As long as we are able to defend Area 11, all Imperial armies led by Prince Odysseus and the other royal family members will arrive to crush Zexis. And then Michelle asks Alto if he's alright. He's like, yeah, I'm fine, we can deal with Rancor later. Right now, Zexis takes priority. And then Simuragi, all forces couldn't stack against the Britannian Imperial Army. And Crow's like, alright, we count on you, Zero. Bring back some of that secret combat magic. Just wanted to bring the boy that murders Britannians. But he ain't so good at that right now. Wanted to get him bop today, we got to bop the Britannian army. All the remaining Knights of the Round except Suzaku are here. The Looter was like, Suzaku, how you doing? He's like, you Zero? He's like, yeah I am, but I need you to help save Nunnally because Charles is a jerk. He's like, alright, come to meet me alone. And then he did, and then Luce lied to him and it was obvious that he was lying to him. He's like, yeah, I did all that bad shit. Yeah, I did it on purpose. Yeah, I'm a bad man. And then it turned out that someone had used it as a trap to get Zero, and he's like, Suzaku, you betrayed me! You betrayed me! Got him. And Lulu got down on his hands and knees and put his head to the ground and was like, please, please, help me, I'm worthless. Is that what this Joker says? Got on versus Callan, but not just general. But he's like, Zexus, bring it. Is this all you got? Be like, I'm gonna murder you because I'm the knight of whatever. Knight of 10, is he? Luciano Valentin or whatever. He's the murder one. He's the one that loves to murder all the time, and he's definitely 100% a bad fucking dude. It's time to get this started, and then it sucks, so. Kill that Joker. She just learned Soul, so now she's got Valor and Soul, if, you know. Like, this is especially not good in Z3, because in Z3 Soul is only 2.25, so it's like, okay, I can pay almost double for an extra 25%, brilliant. Or I could just fucking not do that. Just dunk on this idiot though. So, he's like, hey Callan, wait, did you, what, but? And he talks about yeah, so he talks about how he's like, oh, so you're going by Stadtfeld now, huh? Okay, I get it. Okay, Callan Kazuki, you're Stadtfeld. Okay, So you, in the end, you chose Kazuki over Stadtfeld. He's like, I'm Kazuki Callan, don't call me that. He's like, alright, geez, I get it, whatever. Guess that means we got to fight. She's like, do you know, Weinberg, you're a Britannian and you're a shit, I'm gonna kill you. Just because you have a reinforced rocket punch with strong armor with white colour and engraved in gold. I have no idea what we're talking about, so. No idea. I cannot help. Go check a wiki or something. Oh, Great Britannian Knight. Garbage. Yeah, Callan's only mad at Britannians. They're all shit, all of them, every single one. Too naive. You just let a man walk up and hit you with swords. Impossible. Yeah, in the original series, he did the big wheel, but he never does that in Shin because he's a sensible boy. Banana. Shin Messenger Cody is absolutely a sensible boy. Absolutely a sensible boy. This fight, I've still my resolve for it. Why does it attacks people with spiked yo-yos? Yeah, but he's also like 10. So I don't know, I think for a 10-year-old he's pretty sensible, all things considered. Is Zero watching? He's not even here. I can't see him here. What the heck? Oh well, whatever, I'm going in. Time to fight him. Yeah, it's sharp thing on a string so he doesn't lose it. So don't go buy another one. Benkei's sensible. Benkei's sensible. Mordred doesn't mind. Brunom just started. It's a low bar of sensibility there. Are you kidding me? He stopped a little girl from getting murdered. Is he the guy that flashed the girl because his buddy told him to? No, that's Musashi. He voluntarily hangs out with Roma and Hayato? Yeah, and they're cool as hell. Oh yeah, I don't want to hang out with like one of the smartest men in the world and also one of the most dangerous dudes. Don't want to be one of the most dangerous men in the world's friend. Nah, fuck that. Brunom started his LP of Super Robot Wars L, so one day I'll be able to do that, and that's actually a good one. You're pretty scared for your life hanging out with two psychopaths? I mean, that's because you're not sensible. Like, you know Koji's a sensible boy because he doesn't just touch random dials and levers to find out what they do. He has to be told to boot it up to the max. So, I mean, we'll operate on different definitions of sensible. Well, I'm working on the actual definition, the objective #1 true definition of sensible. He makes good decisions. And he never does anything really stupid. See, and here's the weather. Yeah, the definition of sensible, as in it's a thing you can sense, is always a good one. Good decision in Super Robot Anime include things like stick tire. No, that was a bad decision that just happened to work out. So, I think you've got that one a little twisted. So, the Sushwaka's going with the definition of sensible in that it's a thing that can be sensed, and I mean, those guys are definitely sensible. Like, I've seen them, like, and you guys have all seen them too. Yeah, Ancient Manzui doesn't have those things. Yeah, having contained or indicative of good sense or reason. Rational, reasonable sense people have made a sensible answer. Yeah, that's the one. Benkei is definitely that. So here's the Lelouch. He's just in a car. And Schneisel's going to talk to on TV. Like a good decision, Super... No, that's not a good decision. That's not a good decision. I can't believe you guys are undermining the arguments with nonsense. But anyway, Lelouch has been taken away and his brother Schneisel's having a little teleconference with him. And Schneisel's like, oh, I can't believe it. The brother killing, the royal murdering Zero turns out to be our own brother. Oh no. But he hopes he can make amends with Charles enough to at least save Lelouch's life. And Lelouch snaps back that he's opted not to believe in anybody anymore, not after having his friendship betrayed by Suzaku. And then Guilford is like, alright, don't talk like that about your betters. And then Lelouch just says, you're my knight now? He's like, what? Whammo. And he orders Guilford to set him free. He's like, yes, your highness. And she's like, Guilford, what are you doing? He's like, I am like letting him out. What does it look like? And he's like, when did he get the chance to use his Gaius? What the heck? And Lucius goes, fucking ages ago. Suzaku, don't worry about it. A little insurance just in case someone betrayed me. So, Kisama, and he's like, please do not get in the way, or I will beat you up. So Guilford is like, Lelouch, but Guilford gets him out of there. He's like, oh geez, what's going on over there? Is that Zero? Where the heck's the friggin' Zero at? He was betrayed! His friend betrayed him! His friend absolutely betrayed him, 100%. Definitely. But no, like, he knew he had powers, but he's where he'd Gaiused him a million years ago. It's not a good decision, Pat. Just because they did it and it worked out doesn't make it a good decision. It's not how it works. I don't like this. They were like, oh yeah, he did his terrorism is for the liberty of the entire fucking world. He's a freedom fighter, and you guys like, and this means that he can never yell at someone when they do anything bad. I think you guys are lunatics. The power of Genesis. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. If he wanted the world to not be fucked, he wouldn't have considered genocide. I don't know if that's true at all. I mean, his literal wizard powers went out of control. And then he spun it, full of regret. He spun it to help make the world not fucked. So, I don't know. I think he did the best he could with that one. I'm not saying Lelouch did nothing wrong, but he made the best of a bad situation on that one. No, he did go, well shit, this rules no more fighting. And he shook her hand and he was like, you know, and she's like, wow, you think so little of me that you think you could get me to shoot you? And he's like, well, I mean, well, these guys aren't gonna do anything a second time. He's like, you think you could get me to shoot? And he's like, listen, I can tell people to do anything, they gotta do it. I could have told you to shoot me, I could have called you to murder all Japanese people. He could back off and so, I mean, he literally got down on the floor when I did loads of bad shit, I'm really terrible, I'm awful. And his one friend in the world went, yeah, alright, I'll help your sister. And then it's looked like he's betrayed him. Like, he's done one self-righteous thing, which is, you fucked me over, you shit. You can't really dial back on the one instance of said thing. Because then you're just not doing it, and then you're saying, hey, no, he should, whenever anybody does anything bad, he's not allowed to point it out ever. Exactly. He didn't want the genocide to happen. That wasn't his plan. It just did, and he went, oh fuck, what have I done? And he tried to stop it, he ran out after and was like, yo, quit it, yo, stop, yo, quit it, quit it. Oh, jeez. Una's winky face is really good. She winks and says, that's a drill strength. And then she says yo at the end, because she really means it. She's doing the particle that indicates that she really wants you to fucking pay attention. Got a stupid Beastman as the second part of Star Wars. Viral is the least stupid Beastman of all time, and you will regret your words and deeds when you see the shit that happens to him. I already answered that. The first time you said it, I didn't even think it was a question because it answered itself. And then I answered it and said, yes, that's right. And I've done it again. But have the most amazing drill cut in. You have no idea the amount of shit Viral's gonna have to go down to. Just wait until Garadoblis talks to him and is like, you are the true inheritor of the title of Brave. You are the true hero. And then he's like, what? Why me? He's like, because you are the king of... He's like, what? What are you fucking talking about, dude? And nobody gets it except the audience who are like, ah yes, because the voice actor joke. I get it. And also he does have a really good cutting. And he has like the second worst thing. Yeah, like Viral did bad stuff, but also you never see him do anything bad, because once he shows up in the show, he's actually just ineffective forever. Like, he just is shit, never does anything properly. He never does anything properly, and then there's that bit where he's like, wait, a kid and a woman? Where's Kamina? And he's like, oh, he's been dead for like fucking months. He's like, I've been fighting a kid? I've been losing to a kid? And they're like, yeah. And he's like, oh, fucking A. And then he wrecks the spaceship from the inside because he's a good boy. Yeah, you could even like them because they're better people, exactly. That's why everybody likes Shah, except for the weird Nazi people. Where they also like him because he's a bad person, but because they think the bad things are good actually, which is... Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, you have to make a core fighter, and then you have to make one that transforms real good into the thing. Marilyn did nothing. I mean, Marilyn did sort of almost kill everybody except Esther. And that was only because Crow suddenly developed a conscience. But hey, look at this! Zero! So if Marilyn does something wrong, it becomes the right thing, just by definition. Nah, got him, fucking Marilyn. But anyway, Zero comes back and he announces to Zexis that his plan has failed, and that a frontal assault is the only thing left. And it's like, damn, don't hear that very often. He's like, Geronimo Rollo, lend me your strength. Yes, your majesty. Oh yeah, I'm here to help my brother. And then, the Siegfried? It's orange in it? What the heck? Why is orange in the big orange? And actually just says that the Siegfried, the Night Giga Fortress, as it's called. And Jeremiah is now like, hell yeah, I love being called orange. It's good. It is a sign of my loyalty to my lord. I love being... And it's like, alright then, I guess he fucking loves oranges then. And then Suzaku launches too. And Schneizel and his people think something fishy has been going on between Suzaku and Zero for some time. And the transcript of his little chat with Aleutia's brought everything into light. So Schneizel apologised to Suzaku for mistrusting him. And Cannon says that though she can't punish a night of the round, she wishes Suzaku had saved everybody the trouble and just, like, came clean to this whole thing from the start. But it's up to him to make amends for what he's done. And, you know, just be the dude. But Schneizel has shown up in person to show how sure he is of victory. And Zero's like, wow, we must punish this hubris. And he blames himself for trying to count on emotion, and now he believes he's got to be totally dispassionate if he's going to save Nunnally. And I believe the SR point now is on turn 6. Okay, the SR point is defeat. Nope. Defeat the Avalon. The Avalon retreats when it has less than 10,000 hit points. Turn 5 occurs, or there are less than 10 enemies on the map. So I suppose I should stop with the murdering for now. Just bop the expensive boys. I'm Rollo. I will do this for my brother. I will use the power of my yes for my brother, even though it kills me. And he's like, here I am. Talks about the Sutherland. Okay, the Sutherland Siege. To the heinous crime of trying to be a good sibling? Oh, why Marguerite's ride needs a breastplate? Because she's a lady. She's a lady and she pilots the lady robot. Look at him with his little head sticking out of it. Like a big Zam. Or other Xeon War Machine. She's not evil or anything, right? So I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far to say he's not a bad dude. I don't know if him not being really Lulu's brother is a crime either, but wanting to be. But definitely trying to completely erase Nunnally, the one person he ultra cares about and is the reason he does all of these things. Probably gonna piss the leash off. Oh yeah, I'm gonna crash a boat into this idiot. Do I have to replace anything? He still tried to do that, so we should fucking always hate him, I guess. Just forever, because he did one bad thing once. I mean, it was pretty offensive to Lelouch personally, but. How's sensible for Koji? He's extremely sensible. On a scale of 1 to 10, it's probably a 7. You flippin' monkey! Luciano's dead because he sucks. I'm glad he's dead. Dude, how could this happen to me? I'm the shithead who's evil. Knight of 10 down. Good, one of the worst knights of the rounds. I can't even fucking remember what he is. I think he just mentions the Knights of the Rounds will do this. Yeah, don't fight the rowdy magic baby. Just he'll fucking murder you. That dude dead. Duh, I got beat because I'm trash. Tristan is out. Bye. That's what I saw. You have non-rowdy people? Amuro. Amuro's not rowdy. 9, not rowdy. A flower to send you to the afterlife. Get chopped up. Amuro was rowdy when he was younger, and he was rowdy due to PTSD related incidents. But he really chilled out as he got older. Yeah. Come, Zexus, show this man your fabled power or whatever. Amuro's unstoppable as his armor is eminently stoppable. How is the side effect of puberty? That's why rowdy pilots didn't. Puberty certainly multiplies rowdiness, but Latter and Cape are pretty rowdy. And a lot of the rowdy boys don't mellow out. Most of the Night Surrounds have the magic. I think you remember wrong. I think there's one. There's just one. Just that dude. That dude, the one who we don't have a 100% chance to hit, and in one of his attacks does a magic eye thing. Oh look, he blew up that idiot. Oh look, here comes Suzuku to also fight the man. Didn't Anya have it too? No. Anya's had a thing done to her, but she does not have the power. Oh, now who are the rowdy lady pilots? Every single one of the Gravion ladies, except for Aina and Leal. Luna Maria's pretty rowdy sometimes, but she sucks. Sayaka could definitely get rowdy. She's kicked a dude in the dick before. Sylvia, she's rowdy. Every single girl in the Z3 Aquarian that you'll see, except for one, is rowdy. Asuka's pretty rowdy. Can you be rowdy and shit at the same time? Absolutely. Absolutely. There's no way. Like, Benkei's rowdy and he's shitty. Guy, rowdy but shitty. Extremely shitty. Kay, she's rowdy and a lady. I am the ultimate knight. So you're the ace, huh? Yeah, right. Yoko's extremely rowdy. Yeah, look, he's doing the eye thing. His eye thing is also just like, look at this shit. His thing is such bullshit, and then the dude, like the writer, realised that his thing is bullshit and unbeatable. So the way he gets beaten is the stupidest shit of all time. What does his bullshit do? His bullshit is he can see like ever so slightly into the future, so he can perfectly predict like all the possible actions you could make. So he never gets shot or hit ever because he's always like, oh, well, you're going to attack there or there, I'll just move here. Perfect. Got ya. Nailed it. And then he gets beaten because a dude charges him and he's like, okay, well, he's going to try and attack me here and here, I'll attack here and that'll force you to dodge there and there and there, and then, perfect, I can dodge. And then the dude just doesn't, he just fucking runs straight at him because he's an idiot and he dies. He's like, oh no! You were just a moron that was impossible to predict and now I'm dead! Whoops! It's like, oh, sorry dude, you're bad. Your power sucks. Yeah, can't predict stupid. He's like, perfect, like, I'll do this and that'll make you do it. And it's like, oh no, the man does not care and now he has murdered me. He did not shy away from me attacking him. Whoops. He's like, I'll shoot here, he'll react to the bullets and move out the way, perfect, great. Oh no, he didn't, and now I'm died. Yeah, like he sees like all possible things you can do, and then based on his extreme combat professionalism and experience, he can go, okay, well, you're most likely to do that, I can do this to influence you to do that, and like if I shoot here, you'll dodge away from it in that direction, right, and then all I've got to do is just turn sideways here and I've got it, nailed it. And then like he sees into possible futures. You can just see exactly what will happen always, because the future isn't concrete. Welcome to hell. There's no fate but what we make it. Flower to send you to hell. Get dunked on. Soul slicing. Bloom in heaven. Why is the bad guy named like a German sausage? What, Bismarck? Or Schneisel. Oh, I'm out by... What is this? What is this feeling? I don't understand. Schneisel Britannia. Schneisel, is his name Schneisel? With a Z. Schneisel. He's named after a German sausage because they live in Pendragon. He's named after a sausage? I don't know. He's named after a sausage. I've only knew. Oh, this power! What the heck? I'm out. The Knight of One. Truly a formidable opponent who was just run off by a rowdy kid yelling at him. Yeah, couldn't predict him crashing a plane. That kid will never turn into a plane and crash into me. Oh no. A wild maneuver. I'm not even mad. Lelouch! Suzaku! You're going down. Well, you better pretend not only shit. I can't believe I trusted this man. And then he shoots the crystal at him, blows him up, and then he's sad. Got Hyper Jammer, and Lucius learned Awaken, so he can make someone else go again. Ooh, Zero, I'm gonna get you. This is nice you've seen me. And then Nina's like, duh! The Lancelot, the Freya, with the Freya, Zero, this power. Alright, Nina, calm down. Jeez Christ. Let's see if this is covered in the other thing. Kiriko is definitely the least rowdy. Yeah, so Anya, when she sees Zero, is like, what's this feeling? Beats Suzuko's mad as hell, being forced to retreat, but Schneisel, Nina's telling Suzuku that Schneisel's going to use the Freya, which is her thing she's invented, and he's going to be the one to shoot it. And he's like, but that'll also wipe out most of the Tokyo settlement. And Nina's like, well, most of them have been evacuated anyway. And he's like, that's not the point! And he's like, alright, I'm Lancelot retreating. And Blue's like, Suzuku, we will finish our duel once I've rescued Nunnally. Okay, now I gotta get him. I gotta do 20k to him, but everybody's too strong. Everybody's too strong! These dudes aren't doing 20k, that's ridiculous. Hickman's Black Dude 2 isn't a robot. Please. Please! Got him. Got its own combat cut-ins? It's a robot? That's definitely not how it works, because Ashura gets his own cut-in as well, and he's also not a robot. Vajra are not robots either. They're bugs. So, I don't know, like, all of these things, like, it doesn't work. Like, what you're saying, it ain't true. It just ain't true. Boats are their own category. The Vajra are bugs. I would definitely agree that boats are their own category. Like, they're not robots. Except for the one that is. Boats are not robots except when they are, but they don't have to be a robot. But not everything is a robot. His outfit, he's not a robot. He's just a wizard. Okay, and now... this dude make it? If it's not a robot, it's not a boat, what is it and why is it in the game? Because it's a magical disguise that the Pygmy Man wears, and it's in the game because he is an enemy in the thing. Same way that Hades isn't a robot. He's a big giant god man. The Vajra aren't robots, they're just giant insects. Clan isn't a robot, and she had a big cut. She had 3 cuts. She had a whole, like, half a stage where she was the only thing you could use, and she's definitely not a robot. Sage Slan Seal, excellent. Thing is that the funnels are his strongest move still. So yeah, like his funnels are the strongest move still. Valkyrie Clan is way better and cooler. And when we play L, that's what we'll wear all the time. You can also play as Ixa in L, and she's like sort of a magic lady. You just might be an android. Armor, you're gross. We did it. So Schneider's like, oh well, I expected to lose anyway. At this rate, they might have to call for reinforcements. Schneider tells Canada there's no way Charles will ever take to the field himself. But Schneider doesn't think that Charles cares for anything for today. But he has all the trump cards, and it's just a matter of time of figuring out when and where to play them. So we'll get you next time, Zero. And then Zero is like, oh jeez, he escaped and he also knows who I am, but I gotta protect knowledge, he's the most important thing. You can swap people around sometimes in the mainline games. Like I've got Quattro in the turn A, and I've put Noin in the Ultron instead of Wu Fei, but but you can't swap people around that much. Like in other games, you can, like where it's not Shin Mazinger, you can swap people around in the Mazinger, so you can put like Boss in the Mazinger if you want. But you actually can't do that much swapping in most mainline things, and it sucks. But in the OG games, you can swap around like 90% of the people. And it's wild. You're also allowed to swap around more in the older games, but that's because they then had a directive handed down where they were like, no, you can't mix shit up. You cannot swap Tetsuya and Koji in V, no. Wrong, you'd want Roger Smith to pilot the girl, and then Roger couldn't pilot the girl again. But yeah, that'll never happen. You're not allowed. Because in your fanfic, I'm sorry, your fanfic obviously massively misunderstands the character and is bad. Cause you. Banana. Banana. Yeah, Runa would definitely do well in the girl, and she'd be like, "Fuck you, let's go." Look at the power of a drill, and now it's got just a million new moves that it never had before. Got him. Hell yeah, I bought Shako. The Britannian murder machine. He murders Britannians. Yeah, Roger would definitely figure out Daigo. I've probably figured out Gurren Lagann. He doesn't have the hot blood required to make Gurren Lagann go good. He's too calm and reserved and open to talking instead of fighting. Oh. Use the Sun Sunshine. Unite our hearts as one or whatever. Being negotiate actively harms his ability to super robot? Absolutely. Particularly if it's a super robot that is based on being rowdy as heck. Yeah, Dorothy's there because Roger cannot produce the required rowdiness levels. Yeah, go on, send that dude to hell. What did he just learn? Soul, yes, he's got Valor and Soul also, which is weird, but I mean, what are you gonna do? Dorothy's there to replace rowdiness with arousement? No. She produces the rowdiness required. She's got cables into her brain to make sure it happened. Yeah, like the word is definitely arousal, but the point of communication is communicating your point, and it worked out. Words don't even mean anything. Fuck it. Who gives a shit? Sausage is a sandwich. Fuck it. Who cares? Power and soul will crash the game? No. You generally don't need both. You just need one or the other. We did it. We blew up all the nerds. And then Zero orders us to capture the administrative offices. In his circle, we're like, Zero, we have located Nunnally. Good work, good work. She's been evacuated already into a Kalian base. And then Zero says, Rollo, Jeremiah, Nunnally's on one of those. Find her. Got it, brother. And then once I find Nunnally, I'll kill her. I'm the only family brother needs. And then Suzuku is like, oh, those freaking Zero. Suzuku is like, surrender at once. I have a high-yield tactical warhead and I don't want to use it. High-yield tactical... A nightmare frame capable of deploying that? And then... It's like, I mean, maybe... But Hero's like, he'll destroy the Tokyo settlement though. And Zero is all like, you're bluffing. Callan, go take out Suzuku. Alright. Callan! What? Suzuku just got fucking dunked on. He sucks. Yeah, he's like, Crows, stay out of this. And she's like, at this rate, Callan's gonna... It's what they want. And then... Lloyd, get out of there, Kururugi! Lancelot's in no shape to fight that. But this is our chance to take out Zero. You... And then Callan, with all, it's nothing personal, but you're Zero's enemy, so I have to fight you. I can't win, the distance in our machine specs is too big. And then Nina's like, use it, Suzuku, the Freya! You can avenge Yuffie and save yourself! Mind that when Euphemia gave her a big speech about how the Japanese are people too and they're doing the special administrative zone, Nina was like, I mean, I really like Euphemia, but she's saying that those people are human and not subhuman trash? I don't know, this is... I mean, I guess... I mean, she's still Euphemia, right? Just even though she's being nice to people. But Suzuki's like, no, Nina, the Freya's, like, too great. I can't use it. I can't win. And he's like, bye-bye, Joker. And he's like, oh, but... And then Suzuki's like, oh, if I do that, even if it costs me my life. That's right. This is redemption. Boing! Unfortunately, however, he's got to live. What? And Quattro, the Lancelot just fired something. Is that the tactical warhead? And then Rakshana, this is real bad. That's Britannia's newest weapon. What the heck? Freya, this whole place is going to disappear. All hands full retreat. I repeat, all hands full retreat. Suzuku, you, Nunnally. And it's like, yo, Guilford, go get He's like, Princess, save yourself. Princess, you must live. Princess, you must live. Please live. Nunnally! So, Guilford... Uh-oh. Nunnally! So Guilford was like, I must protect you. Because, you know, he'd ordered him. Don't look like no warhead. Just don't be an idiot. Is what I'm going to say on that one. Is everyone alright? What's our status? And then Philip says... I can't believe Britannia got a Freya weapon, like the weapon like the Freya, and they used it in Tokyo. But they chat. So the Ptolemy got far away enough, and everything within the Freya's radius has been completely obliterated, and the Tokyo settlement is just done for. We're all accounted for though, except for C2 and Zero. Except for C2, but Zero has returned to the blast zone. Roll out. But when you see it in the show, like everything that's in the blast radius is actually just gone. Like there's just huge chunks out of everything. And by chunk, I just mean one big chunk having like everything in the entire sphere of its blast radius is just gone. And then Nina flips out, and we might see her in a bit, where she's like, "Oh my god, it blew up and it killed loads of people." It's like, yeah, that's what you built that fucking bomb to do, you idiot. That's what nukes do. They blow up everything. Fucking idiot. But anyway, he's here, and he's like, "Rollo." "Yes, brother?" He's like, "Where's Nunnally?" He's like, "And C2, I can't get in contact with Psycho, C2 or Nunnally." And Rollo's like, "Brother, we weren't in time, and Nunnally disappeared in that light." And he's like, no, Nunnally's fine. I just want to talk to Nunnally. Like, just get me Nunnally, alright?" And he's like, "Nunnally's dead." And he's like, "She's dead, bro. She's dead." He's like, "Stop lying." He's like, "Rollo, just 1 second of talking to her. Just let me talk to Nunnally, just for 1 second." Yeah, there you go. That's what it's just fucking gone. So Suzuku's like, "Wow, I did this. That's bad." And Jeremy is here, and he's here to chat with no hostilities, and he wants to thank Suzuku for saving him way back when, and he smiles ironically at the fate that seems determined to make them enemies. And he takes his leave because he's got to go search for Nunnally. But Suzuku's like, "Nah, she's definitely been fucking atomized. Like, definitely, she's fucking toast." And here's Nina having a breakdown, like, "The Freya did this, the Freya, oh no, I made a bomb and it blew up and destroyed everything." But obviously nothing Suzuku can say can comfort her, and he's just like, "Ha ha ha ha, ha ha ha," and he just goes into maniacal laughter. It's like, what did you think was going to happen, Nina? Like, I get it, on the one hand, you wanted to make a bomb and be cool, and you didn't expect them to use that bomb, like, near to you, but fuck off. We are all sons of bitches. Come on. But Neathart, however, thinks this is fucking sweet as hell, and he thinks broadcasting this will really shake up the world, even worse than the Wiseman shock. And Cornelia comes in and is like, yeah, so he finds Cornelia trying to escape in all the chaos, and Neathart's like, "Guards, quick, guards, aim for her legs so we can use her also more." But unfortunately, there's a ship approaching the Ikaruga, so they're kind of busy, and it's a Britannian ship, and it's Schneisel, and he comes with a peaceful request of parley. She's just expecting it to act as a deterrent, not actually be deployed. Yeah, but then just don't make it so it works, alright? Like, just say that's what it does. But it's like, she just, like, Nina's just fucking awful. Like, she's a huge racist shithead. Like, on the one hand, she's really racist because they went to the area full of Japanese people and they got, like, held up by terrorists. But also she was really racist before that. She just had her beliefs, like, confirmed by that. And then she flips her shit when they use the huge bomb she made to kill loads of people that she considers subhuman. So she obviously, like, she's like, whoa, this is bad. But Nina sucks and I hate her. She's awful. But here's the Lelouch. He's got back to his room, and Rollo's like, "Brother, please." And he's like, "Did Null?" He's like, "Please." He's like, "Brother, shut up!" But he flips out, and he's like, "Stop trying to play sibling. The only sibling I've got is Nunnally. Haven't you figured out yet that I hate you?" Like, trying to replace Nunnally. And he yells at Rollo to get the hell out and never show his face again. So, Rollo leaves, heartbroken. And then Callan comes in, And she says that Todo and the others are waiting for him, and she promises to stay by his side until he becomes Zero again. She's like, but without Nunley and C2, what can I do? But since Zero is like locked in his room, the other Zexus people have no choice but to do the conference with Schneisel without him. Schneisel has requested a chance to address as many of us as possible, and Cornelia has been filling Schneisel in on everything she's learned about the Gaius Order, and that gives him all the ammunition he needs for his conference. And he's like, the negotiator, Roger Smith. But Schneisel like knows like everything that he needs to about everybody. Let's find the thing. Yeah, I'm honoured, sir. And he says, it's not just you. I've heard the stories of many people in Zexis. The ex-Oz agent and assistant to Trace Kushranada, Lieutenant Quattro Bergina. The professionals from the 21st Century Defense Security Corporation. You've heard of us? Leader of the Dai Gurren Gang, the Great Gurren Gang. Shimon. He knows my story? Yo, what about me? You heard of me, right? Of course, Shinichiro Tamaki, Zero's oldest comrade. You're the brave veteran of many historic battles. Hell yeah, this guy knows what he's talking about. Fucking Tamaki. And then Roger internally, skillful use of rhetoric to establish a false sense of peace. Now that I think about it, I never finished my match with Zero, did I? And D-Hart says, Zero won't be joining us, not until we determine the details of what you wish to discuss. And Jeffrey's like, so, what is it you want to talk about? He says, oh, of course, I didn't expect him to show. He's not the type who consults with others. No, he keeps things to himself and holds people at a distance. And Sim's like, you speak like you know Zero quite well. He's like, more than most of you do. Zero is Cornelia and mine younger brother. What? Britannian royalty? Really? He's the former 11th Royal Prince of the Holy Britannian Empire, Lelouch V. Britannia, the man who I both loved and feared more than any other. Impossible. You're telling us that Zero's a Britannian prince? I had a feeling Lelouch was royalty, but to think he's Zero? You mean Lelouch from the Student Council? Yeah. And then internally, I thought I saw C2 at the clubhouse once, which means... And then I knew there was something weird about that guy. And then, wait, he's Zero? No fooling? And then, I don't get it, the ICPO never suspected him as Zero either. And Cornelia, D-Hart, please. In all this time, you never figured it out, even with all the information you were getting from Jeremy and Valletta? And D-Hart just says, wasting your time. You can't cause chaos here by spreading these irrelevant stories. It's not Zero's lineage that matters, but his efforts and the miracles he's performed. And he says, but what if those miracles were frauds? The miracles were fake? Zero possesses a special power, known as Gaius. Gaius? The power to force anyone to obey him. You can think of it as extreme hypnosis. You saying his miracles come from that power? And then his Tamaki is like, wait, you saying my man Zero? He's got, what? No way! You saying all this is Gaius power? Well, what's the proof? And then Ogi comes over and says, I have the proof. Yo, Ogi, what's the big deal? Why is that Britannian woman with you? Valletta, so you were held captive by the Black Knights all this time. This woman has told the whole truth. What he's saying is all true. Zero was a former Britannian prince named Lelouch. He controls people with his Gaius power. A con man. Zero's been tricking us all along, using us like pawns from the start. And then, like, what the hell are you saying, Ogi? And then, but if that's true, then... And Diaz said, then it doesn't matter. It doesn't erase a single thing that he's done for us. And if he does have the Gaius power, then doesn't that just help us? Another weapon to use in our fight against Britannia. Yes, it would make perfect sense if he only used it against our enemies. You mean he used it on the Black Knights and Zexis? Of course, he used Gaius to control his own sister Euphemia. He made her slaughter the 11s in the special zone. You're lying, he's a hero of justice. He'd never do something like... We have evidence. And then the tape, Lelouch, did you use Gaius power on Yuffie? Be honest. Yes. You made her kill all the Japanese people. I told her to do it. And so I was like, there you go, look, see, recorded by the Knight of Seven. Suzaku, he did it. What the heck? That whole bloodbath was... Zero did it, it wasn't my sister. And it's like, Zero slaughtered our people for his own ambitions. And Rufei says, That was, like, rather unusual, like, peculiar for her to do that back then, right? Was a bit out of that character. And then Shinka says, that means the Chinese Federation could have been duped as well. And it's all starting to make sense. And that explains why Jeremiah and the others became traitors. Says his Gaius might even be controlling me right now. There's no way to be certain about that. When you think about it, it's a terrifying prospect. And then Shinra's like, that means I could... And then Jiren, we could be Gaius and not even know it? I wanted to put my trust in Zero. I wanted to believe in him. But we mean nothing to him. We're just pawns. And then Crow's like, hey! And then Taki's cheating us like chumps. Dang it, how could he do this? Oh, dang it! And then Roger is continually hitting our weak points. Right now we're playing into Schnizel's hands. And Sumeragi, I was careless. I gathered as many people as I could, but as this way, it looks like the majority will reject Zero. So, will you turn over my brother? Will you turn Zero to my custody? Well... Yes, Callan, I brought Zero as requested. Zero! How dare you trick us like you did? We know everything about your Gaius power. What? Nani? I see, Schnizel, you're trying to turn Zexus against me. Zero! And then Roger's like, now hold on a minute! Stay out of this, Roger. We just been dissed hard, man, you don't get it. Then why not listen to his side of the story? Well, that's because... It's true he's kept a lot of secrets from us. So, in these circumstances, it's not fair that we pass judgment before we hear what he has to say. And then Simrag says, respect and understanding is one of the key values of Zexus. He might be a Britannian prince, but we don't know his motives for forming the Black Knights, or why he would fight against his own country and kill his own family. And then Hero says, Zero is not a hero of justice. Hero? But I'm not saying he's evil either. Could it be when we fought him in the Wing Zero? If he was really an enemy of peace, I would have killed him a long time ago. And then Kiriko, whatever his past actions may be, you guys still owe him this chance. Kiriko! But... I can understand why you guys can't trust him, but if you have any faith left, listen to his story first. And Esther's like, you still believe in Zero? I've seen more outrageous lies in my time. That, and I think it'd be stupid not to hear him out first. And then Simon says, Bro once said, that guy had the resolve to die for what he was fighting for. Whatever that is, I want to know. I want to know what drives him. And Virai's like, ugh. It's irritating, but even I've got to agree with Kamina. That's from our point of view, as outsiders. Ogi, as the second in charge of the Black Knights, it's up to you to decide. Up to me? To believe in Zero or not, that's your decision to make. Regardless, we will support you. Zero. And now we do our save state. And this is the choice that decides the final 11 or 10, 12 stages of the game. Do you believe in Zero, or do you not believe in Zero? But it's like, I will not hear him out. Let's hear out what he's got to say. And the first one is just... Wait, you can tell him to fuck off? In series? Does his powers work on people outside of his series? Yes, like he used it on Carlos to get his credit card numbers and then get him to tell us what to do. So, we're going to go with not believe first, which is what it is in the TV show. But we're gonna go with you know what? I don't really believe in him. I'm an idiot. Yeah, it's believe in Zero and then yeah. All right. So we're not gonna believe in him. We're stupid. We're not gonna believe in him. And if you don't have enough points your first time, then you don't get to choose. But we're gonna choose not to believe in him. He's like, no, Zero. I can't forgive you. And Todo orders the Black Knights to surround him. And D-High is like, alright, I'm filming this shit. Let's go. They're gonna tell stories about Zero for generations. Even though he died with his revolution half done. But D-High wanted to stick with him to the end, but he can post the execution footage on YouTube or whatever. You don't worry about it. Callan doesn't want to leave Zero's side, even as the Black Knights are gonna murder the shit out of him. She's like, just come on. Tell me what I was to you. Tell me what I was to you. Tell me you never used your power on me or whatever. And he's like, ah, oh, dang it. He's like, I'm in check. My Snizel has put me in check, and I have nowhere left to escape. All that's left is... And he just laughs and is like, you're all idiots! Ha 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 ha! Takes off his mask and he's like, you're all idiots. I can't believe it took you this long to fall out. Ha 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 ha! You were all my pawns. Ha 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 ha! And like, it's ridiculous. And he says, especially you, Callan. You were the best and most useful pawn of all. You were a great use in my game. By the way, that's all it was to me. A game. Then she's just like, oh, jeez. Alright, see you, Alosh. And then, as she turns to walk away, he says, Callan, and he says, keep yourself alive. And then, his robot busts in, and it's Rollo at the controls, and he's like, yo! Boink! Gaius power. Gives the Lelouch a chance to get the fuck out of it. He was like, wait, what the heck? Where'd he go? Where the heck? What the buh? He just vanished. What the buh? So everyone runs off after him. And Callan is like, Lelouch, why did he tell me that? But, like, yeah, absolutely, like, it's right? Like, when... It's like, this dude has got mind-controlling powers. We have no idea if anything we've ever done is because we wanted to do it or if he just told us to do it. You can see where they're coming from, just a little bit. But here's Rollo in the Shinkuro, and he's using his thing, and he's a pretty smart kid, so he's using the thing. He's not quite as good, but he's using the force field. Like, it's pretty hard, but he's giving it a go. And he's like, wow, you're totally a genius, bro, to be able to do this. But he does his teleport thing, like, what the heck? He's doing it, what the... And he's like, Rollo, you're Gaius. You're gonna friggin' die if you keep this up. What the heck? He's like, yep, no, it's fine. He's like, Rollo, but he's like, no, it's fine, brother, I will. He's like, stop. He's like, stop it, Rollo, you will die. He's like, no, it's fine, I don't mind. And he says that it felt wonderful. Yeah, he says that he'd been somebody's tool for so long that it felt wonderful to have an actual family, even if it was fake. And the memories of his time with his brother are what finally made him human. And what he's doing now isn't for anyone else, but for his own sake. And then, as his heart finally just fucking stops and he dies, he tells Lelouch that he saved him because he knows he's a liar, and all that stuff about hating him had to be a lie. And Lelouch just says, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, I'm glad, like, you saw right through me, figured me out, all the time. And then he's like, oh, I always knew what my bro was thinking. And then he's dead, and Lelouch is like, that's right, Rollo, your brother is indeed a liar. But he's dead as hell. And he's like, okay, Nunnally, Rollo, C2, the Black Knights, Zexist, he's lost it all. Maybe this was the only logical outcome. Maybe he had this coming. But all the more reason to go on. To use the life that Rollo saved to do what must be done. And that is to take his father Charles the heck with him. Yeah, I'm doing the Zero Requiem path first, and then I'm gonna do the Black Knights route next time, because like they are slightly different, and all the translations I've got is for this version of all the stages. And in Z3, what ends up being actually canon is like a mix of the two, but